applying online at primeinc.com on your application, make sure when it asks you were you referred to by an active Prime driver, make sure to click on yes. The box below that, make sure to put my driver code, Strexa. Now let's do some trucking. So I just got done spending 2 days here at Truck Centers of America in Grand Island, Nebraska. My check engine light came on and I was headed up to Spanish Fork, Utah to grab a load of eggs. I was going to be deadheading all the way over there. And once I got my trailer washed and I started driving, I noticed that I lost about 40% of engine power. My check engine light came on. My Jake brakes weren't working properly. And the day before, I had noticed that my truck, within a 400-mile period, it went through half a tank of DEF. My DEF gauge was going down quicker than my fuel gauge, which I haven't seen that since I've been trucking. So I checked my truck in, and at first they told me, you know, they were going to get the part today, but then they wouldn't be able to actually look at it because they were so backed up for like a week. So I was prepared to basically stay here for a week. And then I got up this morning and I went and talked to the shop, and I'm like, look, I need to take a shower. There's a pilot down the street. And the guy's like, oh no, you can't leave. The part came in and I actually got a mechanic freed up, so they're gonna take a look at it right now. So long story short, they just finished getting my truck fixed. It's covered under warranty. They replaced the knock sensor. They did a regen on my truck, and no more fault codes or engine light have come on. So I just got done hooking up to my clean trailer, and there's no loads around here, so my dispatcher is actually going to have me bring my empty clean trailer, and I'm going to be deadheading down to Springfield. When I first got my license with Prime and I started leasing, the only thing they had was a 2022 Peterbilt. It had like 13,000 miles. Well, it gave me a lot of problems the first 4 months during my lease, so I didn't make a lot of money. And after 90 days of leasing with Prime, they give you an option to order a truck however you want. And now any add-ons or extras, you got to come out of pocket, and those are non-refundable. So I ordered this mid-roof Freightliner as soon as that 90th day hit, because I had so many problems with the Peterbilt. Now this is the second time I've been broken down in this truck, and I got less than 15,000 miles. So what I'm thinking is that these newer trucks, you know, with, you know, the pandemic and all that stuff, the COVID, I don't know if they're rushing these trucks out, if they're not properly inspecting them. But from my opinion is that they just have to basically work the kinks out of these trucks. So I wasn't expecting to basically, you know, have these couple issues. It's no big deal, I'll get through it. But that's what I'm learning, you know, going from basically a brand new 579 Peterbilt to a brand new 2023 Freightliner mid-roof. So no big deal. We're gonna keep hitting it hard. Don't let these things discourage you or get you down, because a lot of people, this can be very discouraging. As a lease driver, when you're broken down like this, you're not making money. Yeah, Prime does pay you breakdown pay, which is $225 a day, but all that does is cover your fixed cost, like your truck payment, permits, and fees and things like that. So it does cover that, but you're not actually making money. So if you are thinking about trucking, I would definitely maybe recommend you going to the company side. Now, the good thing about being a company driver is, in the situation that I was just in, I've been here at this Truck Centers of America repair shop in Grand Island for 2 days. If I was a company driver, when I first checked this in, Prime would have had to basically buy or pay for a hotel for me, and then they would have been paying me whatever the breakdown pay is. Now, I do not know what the breakdown pay is for a company driver, but that is something to look into if you're thinking about trucking. Go with a company route, because situations like this, you'll actually be getting paid. Prime will set you up in a hotel room, things like that. So as a lease driver, you have to cover those things yourself. So, you know, you can go whichever route that you want. I chose leasing for my own reasons, because I have the potential to make more money. So it is a higher risk, higher reward type thing. So, but if you are thinking about trucking, maybe try the company route first, and maybe after you get 6 months under your belt, then you can think about going to leasing. Or if you were just like me, I jumped straight into leasing. So, but we're gonna head down to Springfield and bring this clean empty trailer, and they'll probably have something for me to run tomorrow. So let's keep rolling. Now I'm gonna go park this bad boy. I gotta go in here and get some monsters, give me a little something to eat. Then we're gonna make our way back to Springfield, Missouri, y'all. Springfield, Missouri. Yeah, we'll park right over here next to this guy. There we go. And I can get out of here pretty easy now. Now I'm about to go in here and grab me a couple Mazdas because I need some Mazdas. I've been out for 2 days. I think I'm having some withdrawals. So I went and grabbed 4 of them. I like this Boss truck stop down here. It's right by Grand Island, Nebraska. They have a Cinnabon in there, a Subway, a Little Caesars, and a chicken spot. And I mean, they got a lot. They got a restaurant in there, so I'll pick me up some wings. You know, you gotta have the ranch with the wings, you know. Pick me up a little pepperoni deep dish, cause I'm hungry. I'm about to eat and take me a drink of this Monster, and I'm gonna be rolling to heading down to Springfield. So how it works on the leasing side, since I'm not currently on a load, the load that I was supposed to deadhead all the way down to Spanish Fork, Utah, and get do a drop and hook for some eggs, and that gets delivered. Let me turn that down. I was supposed to go do a drop and hook in Spanish Fork, Utah, and grab a load of eggs and take that over to Spencer, Iowa, Isanova, a place that, you know, on the inedible side you're going to go to a lot. And that load paid a little over $5,200. It's a 4-day run. You could possibly do it in 3 if you grind hard. But anywho, that load got taken off of me because my truck went, my engine light, and I had to check my truck in. So currently right now I'm not on the load. You know, I communicated with Road Assist, let them know what was going on. So, and then I also messaged my dispatcher, and he's the one who said, hey, there's basically no loads in the area, head down to Springfield. So how it works with pay is I am going to be paid for the deadhead that I'm doing right now to Springfield, Missouri, but it's going to be put on the next load they assign to me, you know, if I accept it. So as a lease driver, you're not forced dispatch. You can actually accept the load or reject it. Now, me personally, I've never rejected a load. You know, it all just averages out basically. So, I mean, but you do have the option to reject loads. So that's how it works. I'm not on a load, but I have to deadhead all the way down to Springfield, which is like 485 miles from here. So I'm going to be paid for that 485 miles, but it's only going to be at the current surcharge. So when they send me the my next load, which would probably be tomorrow, they'll find something for me. Once I get to Springfield tonight, they'll find something for me. These deadhead miles will be added into that next load, if that makes sense. So that's how it works with deadheading and the pay and things like that. So I'm about to eat some food right now, and I'll be deadheading down to Springfield, and hopefully they'll have a good load for me for tomorrow. So keep on grinding, baby. Keep on rolling. I saw police earlier about 10 minutes back, and they were hauling down here. I mean, they were just going real fast. I don't know what the hell's going on over here on to the right, but oh, they got everything cleared up. What the heck's going on?
Coming to a big slowdown, 161 over 2. What's going on? I think it's construction related.
It looks like a car had a blowout. It's going off the freeway. It's clearing up. I'm about to jump back on the road right now, but I did want to talk about, if you decide you want to go company, that's great. If you decide that you want to go lease, that's awesome. You can go either route. If you decide to go lease and you set up with Abacus Taxes, which they basically have a building inside of Prime, so they make it easy. Everything's, you know, under Prime. You set up with Abacus. They're the ones that help, you know, basically do your quarterly taxes. Now, these are called driver cash expense records. You just fill out information. So anytime, let's say you buy a scale ticket, you write it down how much you came out of pocket. If I buy a safety jacket, safety glasses, a hard hat, if I buy any additives for my truck, oil additives, anti-gel, windshield washer fluid, wiper blades, any type of office supplies, pens, pencils, notebooks, paper. If I use cash to get laundry or showers, I'm gonna save those receipts. I'm gonna write all this stuff down. If I have to withdraw money, I'm gonna put all my ATM fees and I'm gonna write them down on here. So you fill these out once a month and you email and you scan them in through the Prime app. You can do either or. I do both to make sure that Abacus does get this. Now, if you decide to go lease, you do not have to set up an LLC, and you do not have to set up and go through Abacus CPA taxes. So, but you would want to get, you know, a third party or outside CPA if you don't want to use Abacus. Now, when I was going through my TNT training, 3 weeks prior to me finishing up my TNT miles with my trainer, I actually set up my LLC through incfile.com, and they charged me $120, which included a $50 charge for expediting processing. So it took 3 days for my LLC and for me to get my you know, EIN number through the IRS. So it was pretty simple. Now, if you go through Abacus to get set up your LLC, they're going to charge you $450, and then every year they're going to charge you an annual fee of $150. So I do not recommend you setting up an LLC through Abacus taxes. You can go through, there's other websites you can go through. I went through incfile.com, had a great experience with them. It was no issues. Everything was online. I told them the name I want my LLC to be, and I paid $120, and then it was either 2 or 3 business days later, everything came electronically to me. Once I got my business license, I went to the irs.gov, got my EIN number, and then I set up my business bank account. Again, you do not have to set up an LLC if you want to do lease. I just did it for myself to protect, like, if somebody tries to sue me personally, all my money goes to my LLC, so they wouldn't be able to touch any of my money in my LLC. So that's personally why I set up an LLC. That's not something that you have to do. Gotta make sure to throw some cold ones in here, you know what I mean? 1, 2, I'm gonna move that. And I'm gonna make sure we have 3 so we can see all the monsters right here. All the monsters for the monster boy. I currently have a load that was sent to me that I'm supposed to be picking up. It says my appointment's at 1 o'clock today to pick a loaded trailer of digest in Aurora, Missouri. And that's getting delivered to Mattoon, Illinois. Right now I'm actually currently at my apartment complex, and I'm just waiting for my dispatcher to tell me that my trailer is loaded, because I don't want to start my clock and then get over to Aurora and my trailer's not loaded. So now moving forward, well, recently, the last few weeks, I would say, I just let my dispatcher tell me, hey Rex, trailer number, etc. is loaded. You can go ahead and pick it up. So that way I don't want to start my clock. But what I am going to do is I actually need to grease my 5th wheel on my truck, and then I need to do you know, check my oil and do a quick pre-trip. Now, however, since my load is not ready, I am not going to start my clock. So for this video purposes, I'm not actually starting my clock. However, after I do my, you know, after I grease my 5th wheel and after I do my pre-trip inspection on my truck, when I do officially start my truck, after they tell me my trailer's ready and ready to be picked up and it's loaded, is I'm actually going to, you know, start up my truck, and I'm actually going to log in and show myself on duty vehicle inspection. And you want to set yourself up between 10 to 15 minutes. So that way, you know, the DOT, you know, wants to make sure that you do a proper, you know, trailer inspection. Now, normally I would just wait, and then once my, you know, my trailer is loaded, ready to go, I'll just, you know, start my truck, show on-duty vehicle inspection, and then that's when I'll be doing my vehicle inspection. But right now I got a little bit of time. I just wanted to start getting in my truck a little bit early. I just wanted to take care of getting this done now. So, oh, we're gonna sip a little bit of that Monster for the Monster boy. Let's take a sip of that. Damn it, I just got it all over my chin. Oh, dang it. All right, let's get this 5th wheel greased up. What the heck's my key to my truck? Oh, it's in my pocket. All right, let's grease up this 5th wheel right here. Time to grease up this 5th wheel. That's my grease gun right there. Ta-da. We're gonna grease her up there real good. Ta-da. Time to get the other side greased up. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect. Wow. right, there we go. Nice. Ta-da. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. Put that back in there. All right, so they just the sales department over at Prime on the tanker side, they told me that my trailer was ready. So I'm actually about to start my clock right now, because we're going to Aurora, Missouri to pick up this trailer. I always log out of my Qualcomm whenever I'm home, so I gotta log in, and then I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna switch myself to on-duty vehicle inspection. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to hours of service here on my Qualcomm, and it's showing myself off duty, so I'm just now starting my day, got my truck, I'm letting it warm up. I'm gonna go ahead and change it to on-duty vehicle inspection, because that's what I'm gonna do, and hit OK. So now that I know what trailer that I'm grabbing, I'm gonna fill it out here on my trip sheet. So I'm gonna be picking up MT5742. And then now I'm gonna go back here in my Prime app, and I'm actually gonna get the trip number, and I'm gonna finish filling out this paper before I take off. Fill in the numbers at the top, and then you gotta fill in these little bubbles, I guess, in case they can't understand your handwriting. That's, at least that's what I was told. All right. Then I always keep a blank sheet of paper in the front of everything, because I like to write notes down. I'm kind of old school. Some people might like to use a notepad app or something. I'm old school. I like to write all my notes. Always keep pens with you. All right, I'm in Aurora, Missouri right now. Come on. Come on, sir. Go ahead. And I'm just right around the corner from AFB, where I'm picking up this loaded trailer, MT5742. That's the trailer I got to look for. Make sure ain't no train coming. But that would not be good to get whacked by a train. Yep. Oh, whenever I take home time and I'm popping back on the road, this is where 9 times out of 10 that I'm going to pick up a preloaded trailer. So right now I'm bobtail, so we got to find this trailer. AFB's over here on the right. I got to find this trailer here. MT5742 is right over here. All right, so the first thing that I do whenever I pull up, I'm at the shippers, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change my duty status here on my truck here real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and click on change on duty yard movement, because I'm in their yard at the shipper. And then I'm going to go down to checking in with customer. I'm going to go to the second drop down, and I'm going to select picking up / dropping trailer, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Now here on my phone, I'm going to go into since I arrived here at the shipper, I'm going to go into the Prime app, and I'm going to go here, I'm going to click on this load where it says Mars Pet Care. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to go ahead and select arrived. AFB International, that's the shipper. I'm going to select arrived. The location is the 1, which is shipper, and underneath it says dropped trailer. I'm going to select no because I'm bobtail, and I'm going to click on send. That lets Prime know that I made it here. So now we're going to go ahead and get hooked up to this this trailer over here. So my trailer, we're going to be getting hooked up to 5742. So we're going to get hooked up to this guy right here, 5742. And that's crazy. This is the 3rd time in a row when I've taken home time, I'm picking up the same trailer. That's crazy. That's a first for me. 3 times in a row, taking the same preloaded trailer. So, all right, let's get hooked up to her. Smooth like butter. Smooth like butter. I always turn my lights on and my flashers on, so that way once I connect the electrical pigtail, I can check all the lighting on the trailer. All right, there we go. Should I wrap it around this way? Sure, I can wrap it around this way. Ta-da! All right, now we're gonna go ahead and supply air to the trailer by pushing in this red button. Let's get this landing gear up. I don't know if y'all can see this, but these little hub seals right here, this outer part ring right here, it's cracking on both sides. I checked this trailer in over at the Prime Springfield terminal, and they said that there's nothing wrong with this because it's not actually spitting out grease, hub grease. They're not going to repair that. These are cracked basically. So, but I did check it in. When you're grabbing a preloaded trailer from Aurora, they're always going to keep the paperwork in one of these tubes, which is right here. So I'm going to grab my paperwork now. I already know that this trailer's pretty good because I dropped this trailer off Friday, but I mean, as you guys can see, I mean, these are cracked around here. And like I said, I did check this trailer in, and the trailer repair shop said there's nothing wrong with these. So what can I do? I did check it in though, because it's not spitting out any grease. They said they're fine, so tires are fine. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to verify. You always want to verify and make sure that the seals on your paperwork match the seals on the back and top of the trailer. All right, so yep, Mattoon. All right, so let's see here. Let me make sure that this is mine. I'm pretty darn sure it is. The dispatcher and sales team said this was the trailer I was grabbing. So this is going to Mars Pet Care in Mattoon, Illinois. So this is it. So let me look for the seal numbers. 505-1131. 505-1131. And the other seal I'm looking for is 1132. Let's see if you match up here. 1132. 1132. There we go. All right, so now that I'm hooked up to the trailer and I did the trailer inspection, I did my arrival call when I got here before I hooked up, and I done my depart call through the Prime app. And now I'm going to go on my phone and we're going to see exactly how far away we are. I've been to Mattoon, Illinois many times before, but I use Trucker's Path app. The Trucker's Path app for navigation. I have the Diamond membership version. I think it's like $32.95 a month, and so far it's working out for me. All right, let me go back here. We are going to, I got to clear this last trip getting here. So let's see here. Let me go back, and I probably have it in my address book. Let me just type in Mars Pet Care. Mars Pet Care. Let's see here. Mars Pet Care, 6565 East County Road, 1000 North, Mattoon, Illinois. That's where we're going. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit a truck route. We're going to see exactly how far away we are here. All right, so I'm 389 miles away. So I'm 6 hours and 8 minutes. So I'm going to get there late tonight. So this place does not have overnight parking. One of the things that I almost forgot to mention, I've mentioned this in other videos, but in case anyone's new to my channel, whenever you're delivering a load, you want to make sure that you have the scale ticket, the bill of lading. Sometimes it's 1 or 2 pages on the bill of lading, and the wash ticket. So scale ticket, bill of lading, wash ticket. So you want to make sure you have those things before you leave the shipper, and you want to verify, make sure your seals on the dome and the back of the trailer match before you take off. So now let's roll, baby. Start slowing her down because we're going to be coming to a real sharp turn. And it's crazy how close the arch looks. Well, it is actually pretty close. Slow her down there a little bit there. Slow her down there, boss hog.
Now keep right.
Throw my jakes on. Start slowing it down there a little bit there.
3/4 of a mile, keep right.
Don't want to roll this tanker over there, boys. All right, we are pulling up to Mars Pet Care in Mattoon, Illinois. What time is it? 9:33 at night.
The destination is on your right.
Yeah, so we're gonna pull in here right now. It looks like there's somebody in front of us. So whenever you come to this place, there's a call box to the right. You actually got to get out of your truck, go to the call box, open it up. It'll call them to the back, the people in the back in shipping and receiving. You just let them know who you are and they'll open the gate arm for you. And then you go around back and you check in. But before I do that, I'm going to show you what you need to do on your Qualcomm whenever you're arriving at a shipper or receiver. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click on I'm going to move my charging cord. I'm going to click on change. I'm going to go ahead and go to on duty, and then I'm going to select yard movement because I'm on their yard. And the first drop down menu, I'm going to scroll all the way down and I'm going to select checking in at customer. The second drop down is I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to select picking up / dropping trailer because I'm going to be dropping this loaded trailer, and then I'm going to hit OK. So that's what you do whenever you arrive at a shipper receiver. And is this guy sliding his tandems? Yep. I don't know if y'all could see what he just did, but this reefer truck in front of me, or dry van, I'm not sure, I didn't see it, but he just slid his tandem. So every time, like if you drive on the reefer side or dry van side, when you come to shippers to get loaded, you have to slide your tandems all the way to the back. With Tanker, you don't have to worry about sliding tandems. So the gate arm's gonna close, so I'm gonna have to pull up here and I gotta open this call box and give them a shout. Let them know that I am here. Give them a call. Yeah, this is Rex with Prime. I got some digest. I'm in a Tanker here to do a drop and hook. It's MT5742. Thank you, sir. Pretty simple, and then a ta-da! Swinger wide. Try to get as close to this truck as I can for whenever I'm checking in. I don't want to block nobody's stuff here. All right, now I'm going to grab my paperwork here. All right, grab our paperwork, and now we're going to go in here and check in real quick. It's a little chilly. It is a little chilly. And my head is itching, but I can't itch it because I got my GoPro on my head. Maybe I can. Yeah, I can a little bit. Good evening. There you go. Good. All right, thank you, sir. Have a good one. All right, so the next thing I got to do is I just got to fill out the top half of this paperwork. Company name, address, phone number. Got to put my information on here. And then I got to go around back, drop the trailer, and give them this paperwork. And hopefully they have an empty trailer. I'm gonna find out. All right, let's go around back. I'm gonna drop this trailer, and I'm gonna see if they have any empties. I'm gonna take a good guess and say that they do not have any Prime empty trailers. That's a nice Peterbilt right there. And those aren't Prime trailers. She is good. All right, I gotta see if any of those trailers are empty. I'm gonna move here real quick. Some of the people that you deal with, I mean, these shippers and receivers, they could just be real quick to attitude. I'm not gonna go in there yet. I'm gonna look around because nobody can ever seem to tell me if they have an empty trailer or not, so I'm just gonna look around. So it looks like we got MT9854, and I think that these are all full. Oh, this one, I think this one's empty. MT9854. The seal is not on the back of this, so MT9854. Oh damn. All right, this one is empty, I think. Yep, that one's empty. I'm just gonna put one of these on it. Okay, so MT9854, this one's empty, so I'm gonna hook up to this trailer. Just check the tires. The tires look good. Hub seals look good. There we go. Ta-da! Oh shoot! Woo. Got lights? Yes, we do. We got lights. Woo! All right, let me turn my lights off. Woo! It's getting a little chilly out there, boy. Woo! All right. I'm glad they had an empty trailer. Okay, so, whew. The next thing I got to do is, I don't even have to talk to anybody here. I could just drop it in their Dropbox. So, whew. Company name is going to be Prime. All right, so I got this filled out. So now I just got to go drop it in there, and this load is done. My loaded trailer, and I got an empty dirty trailer now. Tobacco free and smoke free facility. We appreciate concealed firearms are prohibited in this facility. And all I'm gonna do is slide it in here and we good. That's it there. And that is it. And that is how the cookie crumbles. Let's see if I can turn this dome light on and get a little bit more light up in here. Yeah, this load's done. Easy drop and hook. I'm glad I found an empty trailer, because otherwise I would have had to leave my loaded trailer here, head up to a truck stop. There's a mom and pop truck stop up the street, and then I would have had to come back in the morning. But luckily they had an empty trailer, and so this load's done. I don't have a pre-plan as far as the load for tomorrow, but I'm gonna park this bad boy tonight up the street at this Lambo's here in Mattoon, Illinois, and I'm gonna shut her down, and we're gonna find out tomorrow in the morning where we're going. Thank you so much for checking out my video. Make sure to give me that thumbs up, smack that subscribe button, and let's keep tanking, baby.